Hey guys, sorry for the morning voice. Um, just wanted to say that to all you guys out there that are really in love with their women, right? That are kind of simping over them, right? They're thinking about them 24/7. Um, I just came here to say that um, women don't really love you, man. They just care. They don't care, man. They just care for themselves, and they're trying to use you, right? And if you think about it, nobody loves no one, man. You kind of love this girl there, over there, that is looking hot, and she's wearing a bikini or whatever, and you're lusting after her. And this might be considered a sin, but let's not get too religious, right? But yeah, it's kind of a sin, like if it's somebody else's woman, right? But if you think about it, women are just after some guys that are like good looking, have thick beards, have a six pack, tall, handsome, rich, have a nice job, you know. All the girls are chasing after them, and all the other girls are like, whoa, I want this alpha male, I want this alpha guy who is like handsome and good looking, right, and has all the money in the world. But if you think about this, all this stuff is temporary, and um, yeah, we're just chasing after temporary things, mainly women, because women are like more emotional, and they need like the attention, right? They need, like, women need sex more than men, because if you think about it, most men I know, like, they haven't been having a lot of sex recently, um, and they're still cool. Like, they might be a little bitter, but women, like, women without sex, it's like if you ask like a religious girl, like a nun or something, like, you might sense that something is off, right? Because they haven't had sex in a long period of time, so they're like really like lonely and kind of depressed, and they're like, oh no, like, I don't like myself that much. But man, like, man, for me, it's like, if I have sex, right, I haven't had sex in a while, right? But yeah, for me, it's like, it's just a bonus, right? It doesn't make my life better. I actually lose money, right? Because you have to take in consideration that in order for you to get laid, you have to go on a date, right? And you have to pay for everything, most likely, right? And the women actually, like, they don't really like pay for that much. Because if you don't pay, you're actually the product. So you're chasing after a woman, right? And you want to get laid, but she actually knows she's the product, so she's gonna go to the guy who is either the best looking, the alpha male, or he has the best game, or maybe a combination of all these things. But they're just after things that you cannot control. Like, you cannot control your game for the most part. Sure, you can get better, but if you're like, let's say you're an introvert, right? You cannot have the best game in the world. Like, you can practice, you can pay dating coaches to like maneuver your game a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you're like, let's say if you're short, ugly, like bold, women don't really like you that much. And even if you have the best game in the world, like, they're still gonna chase after the guys that are like the 1% of the population, like the tallest, the richest, blonde hair, blue eyes, stuff like. Even if let's say they don't say it, they say, oh no, I have dated men from all the races and stuff like that. I think their favorite guys are like either the guys with the biggest, let's say, the biggest sword in the game, right? Or the guys that are the tallest, the best looking, the best body ever, 6 pack, 10 pack. And most of the things are genetic, right? Like you can be, let's say, you can go to a gym every day and still struggle to get a 6 pack, and then some guy actually gets 6 pack just like this. So most of the things that girls are chasing are actually genetics. And yeah, so if you're really in love with your girls, man, just take into consideration that you might lose them eventually. So don't waste that much money and time over them. And just be cool and just find yourself and find maybe Jesus or some spiritual way. For me, Jesus is the way, right? And I think He's the way. And He's coming real soon. But even if, like, let's say it's not the way for you, like, you have to find something else other than women, like sports or cars, that fulfills you.